For those of you who are still having trouble getting Apple's AirPods Pro to fit inside of your ears properly, or you just wish the silicone tips were memory foam instead, the folks over at Comply have finally released its set of new foam tips for the AirPods Pro. And so in this video, we're going to quickly check them out and see just how well they fit. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications whenever we share a video. So this won't be a super long video or anything because, well, there's really not a whole lot to take a look at. These look and operate like standard foam tips and will definitely feel familiar if you've ever used Comply foam tips in the past. Inside of the box, you'll get 3 pairs. Now, if you decide you already know which size will fit you best, you can go ahead and just choose to get 3 sets of small, or 3 sets of medium, or 3 sets of large. But I recommend going with what we have here if you don't know which one's going to fit your ear properly. This here comes with 1 size of each, small, medium, and large. For me, that perfect fit came with the medium pair. And then installing the foam tips is also pretty simple. You're just going to need to take off the current silicone tips from Apple by unraveling the earpiece and then pulling from the base of the connector. Then take the Comply tip, match it up to the AirPods Pro, and just sort of roll it on. Since these tips won't have the same snap-in connector as Apple's proprietary tips, the Comply connection might not feel as secure, and if it's not on correctly, it could easily just be knocked off. So just kind of give it a little tug and make sure that it's fully connected. And then all you have to do is put your AirPods in like you normally would, and then kind of give it about 10 to 15 seconds for the Comply foam to expand inside of your ear to really get that perfect fit. That's pretty much it. For me personally, I had no issues with Apple's silicone tips. They fit perfectly fine, and I wouldn't have actively searched out for Comply foam tips, but I was more intrigued by comfort. And I will say, these are much more comfortable for longer listening sessions. After doing some yard work this past weekend, I used the Comply foam tips for about 3 hours straight, and usually by the end of that, my ears and my head would hurt a little bit, and I would definitely have some ear fatigue for having music played for that long. But I honestly did not notice a lot of fatigue, if really any, with the Comply tips. I don't think many people, myself included, expected to have better sound quality with these tips, unless of course you already had a bad seal inside of your ears, but sound quality kind of remains the same, so there's nothing different there. And since the foam does expand inside your ear, noise cancellation does seem to be a bit better. I actually turned noise cancellation off while cutting grass because I feel like that helps with the ear fatigue, and was able to hear music with no problem. Also, quick side note for those worried if these tips on your AirPods Pro will fit back inside the case or have any effect on charging, I'm happy to report it does not. Fits perfectly and it charges perfectly. So if you're looking for a better fit and more comfort, foam tips for your AirPods Pro could definitely be worth checking out. So go ahead and let me know what you think, and if you have any other alternative methods or tips that you want us to check out or know, go ahead and let us know in the comments down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.